I wanted to get on live real quick to talk about the judge part, to get into the justice system and all of that. Do continue to judge, because it somehow fits into the same category as justice. And with that, since they want every person to be part of the process, we're going to continue to be judging. And do know that everything that you do, somebody's always watching, and it's okay to judge that. Also, it's okay to tell the truth. Another thing is that, like, the judge process, it can you fit in with the courts, because it's something about the people being the decision makers for the people when they get out. So if we all do our own litigation, they need the 12. Like, we can do this. However, like, we gotta have rules on everything, but do continue to judge. It's not a bad thing. I was one time, I had asked God to, I go, what why do I'm not going out that door. I go, I'm not gonna go outside because there's too many judges out there. I go, why am I gonna go out there when they're just gonna judge me? And I go, and then two, like, if I'm gonna go out there and they're gonna judge anyways, I better get my dignity bag, my makeup bag, you know. So I went and I grabbed my makeup bag and I said, wait, God, can I take my music too before this next best thing part? So then he was like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, because I can't live without music. I can't live without my makeup. I can't live without a lot of things, that make me me. And with that, there's my little dignity bag right there. I got all the tools in there to be me. I'm gonna walk out there in case they're gonna judge me. I'm gonna go out there with the proper stance. I'm gonna try to be the best me. Um, Most of the time. And so, since they're gonna judge anyways, at least I'd hope that they'd say something nice, But if they don't, that's fine too, because in the world, our focus is God. And so, here in the world, we're not here to be mean or take families down or intrude in marriages or anything, like, it's some marriages are not happy. They probably just weren't meant to be. But anyways, that's another story. How do we even know that they were even established or implemented yet? And I bet you a lot of things have not been implemented or established, but being the judge that I am, do continue to be judging and have your say. There's nothing wrong with that. That's part of the legal process, and that's how building government as we go forward. The Before it, nobody had morals. Then the Ten Commandments were built, and then from there those are our main laws for us as a human. We gotta, like, follow that and make sure that we watch each step we take, and we know we think long and hard about each thing that we do, and we're willing to face the consequences for anything, because you know what, when God sometimes he blesses, he doesn't do that to get enemies mad. The enemies are the ones that probably do us so bad that you don't even know why a voice is so loud, that I'd have no I'd have no reason to say that I'd wish that back. I would probably never even hurt my enemy back, because I've already learned forgiveness. Understand too that a lot of people are in jail for a long time now. Some of them, I don't even know if their whole stories are true. So we're going to continue on being judges, and we're going to make sure that we're individual process too, to the point that we're litigation of ourselves. We're willing to accept our own consequences for everything, and, like, they're not going to be lightly as we continue to go forward, because we're we expect all to know better already. From that part, all are expected to know this rules. The 10 Catholic commandments are not hard. That's it. We can get an agreement on that. We can build forward from that point on, and we can have this ground to on a equal setting without mentioning religion. And this is how the government was built. So understand that it is under God big time, and we're not able to move past that if we don't believe in God. And so it's important to have the churches keep the story staying same, and go back to the beginning, read it again, talk about it, teach it again. But the morals got to be there. The morals got to be in every church. They got to be in every standard foundation of every church. It's expected, because if somebody does something that's out of that line, it's not even going to be a forgiveness part. It's going to be, well, you should have known better. And it's expected. So that's part of the standards of being a human. So with that being said, that's the policy now, and it's expected to be known by today. All need to start teaching that, and so we've been doing that. We have them memorize it when they're with the clear brain and youth. Um, and we'll continue to keep on teaching that, because those are expected to know better. And so whenever somebody goes and tries to like manipulate that, we're gonna know automatically. We're gonna know what and who already had those things memorized to know better. Um, if they didn't know better, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to get harder as we continue to go forward, because we're not judging people based on their tattoos that they have. We're not judging people based off of the past. We're not judging people off of drugs. We're not, everybody's a person. And if anything, we're cultivating ourselves into a human. And we're putting policy on it now. So it's very important to know that. And let's continue. Yes, we're going to continue. And if all agreed, we're going to make a firm America. And this will be through Mexicans, Filipinos, Blacks, everybody's included, and Anglos, everybody. Or if Anglo thinks that they're just free, we aim that. We aim that too. But we're going to probably put a border either on every street, but rather than put the conflict, we want to work together. And we do not need anybody in that part saying different, because right now it's an individual process. Like, we're all making our own decisions. We're going to take responsibility for all the things that we do ourselves. We're not going to do that and honor something that's not gonna do. I don't know, like, it's just like we gotta work together. And that's just the main point that I want to get through. I've already put it into context to where I hope it's clear and it's not too harmful that somebody's taking that as disrespect. I'm not trying to be disrespectful here. I'm trying to be fair. And so that's why too I didn't go first with the money part. So I'm saying that because we're all going to grow together. Everybody's going to be having this equal share amount of money, right? That they're worth. And that starts from the penny, because the ground, because we were worth nothing when we came in this world. And that doesn't mean that we're not going to be worth nothing when we come out. We're going to probably be with our values, and the change turned to dollars, to cents. These are going to grow off our our own universal universities that we're institutionally in ourselves. So that's why it's important to each have an individual process, and nobody's going to be able to like we're doing our own works for God now. I don't know where the government of the Republican Democrat stands at that point. That'll probably be a process to where they're going to have to judge us. So that's fine too. The thing is that, like, they need to step it up already, because we're already on to this phase, and we're all judging, and we're going to continue that. Do continue to watch every step you take, think about each thing that you do, and let's continue. That will be all. Sorry for the long talk. Bye. Hello. And what am I reading the comments? I just seen, sorry. I'm what? What are we talking about? Oh, We're talking about judges. We're all judges right now. So in order to fit into the same legal system, we're all going to be able to fit in by being our own judges. Even though we're not paid to be judges, we're going to go ahead and uh, continue the judge part because it fits with the legal system. It will, you'll understand that each rules are gonna fit in each thing, and so that way we could continue the judge part, and we could be fair, and then we could build off of that and build our own whatever, like the time frame that somebody does time or whatever. So that's what we're talking about.